Good morning and welcome back on this Friday. Here's a look at the snowfall totals map, what you can expect that falls later tonight from about 10 p.m. until about 4 or 5 a.m. Most of the area picking up about a dusting to 2 inches. Though down into parts of southern Maryland and the northern neck, 1 to 3 inches is possible. This includes areas like Fredericksburg, St. Mary's County, parts of Charles and Calvert counties. So not a lot of snow, certainly nothing as to what we saw on Monday, but it will be a nice fresh blanket of snow on the ground that you'll be waking up to tomorrow morning. Because there's the potential for more snow down into southern Maryland, Stafford and King George counties, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for these counties. This begins at 10 o'clock tonight, and it's going to go through 7 a.m. on Saturday. You can see we also have that winter weather advisory over towards our local beaches and even a winter storm warning just to the south there. As for the Delaware beaches, looking at our current wind chill temperatures right now in the teens and 20s. So it is another cold day out there. Plenty of sunshine, though, will help the melting continue. But then once again, we'll be dealing with that refreeze tomorrow morning with some fresh powder as well. Feeling like 17 in Leesburg, 22 in Washington, and 20 in Clinton. Feels like temperatures throughout the day kind of hanging out in the 20s. And then as the sun goes down, our winds actually continue to calm down. So the wind chills will actually not be as bad during the early evening hours as they are right now as the storm system starts to approach the area. Looking at Storm Team 4 radar, you can see this is a massive storm system. It stretches up from Chicago even farther to the north, all the way down through Atlanta to the south there, down into the Gulf of Mexico. We're tracking everything from rain to a mix to snow. Snow, it will only be snow for us. And again, this moves in mainly after sunset. The roads with the storm, I'm really not seeing any big issues. Most roads are going to be just fine. Now, if you do have a sheet of ice on your neighborhood road, that is not going to change with the storm or really anytime soon. If you're hitting the slopes, absolute perfection. Our ski resorts are just having a banner year with how cold it's been. So looking great there. Sledding, nice fresh coating of snow means it'll be a great Saturday, even Sunday for sledding. Sunday, Juliana, we have a high temperature near 40 degrees. So we'll get a lot of melting on Sunday and Monday as well. Then we get another shot of really cold air Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Our average high 45 degrees. So temperatures continuing to run well below normal as we head throughout January here in 2025. I
mean, I look at this and I say, hey, at least it's sunny.
Yes, right. Yeah, you have to find the silver lining.
Yeah, but definitely we're going to have to brace for that cold for the next week.
Yes, okay. At least.
Thank you, Amelia.
Your forecast, you know, it is a nice and sunny morning, but it is so cold outside. And we have another chance of snow. Here to break it down is Storm Team 4 meteorologist Amelia Draper. I mean, Amelia, it is sunny, but that cold is no joke.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, yesterday was just brutal out there with winds gusting around 40 miles an hour. It was one of the coldest days we've had, felt like one of the coldest days, I should say, in quite some time. Now, here's a look at what we're anticipating. So, excuse me. The National Weather Service issuing a winter weather advisory for southern Maryland, St. Mary's, Calvert, and Charles counties down through Stafford, King George counties in the northern neck. This starts at 10 o'clock tonight, and it's going to go through 7 a.m. on Saturday. So the areas in the winter weather advisory will see the most snow. These locations potentially picking up 1 to 3 inches. You can see that in our map here. Now, for the most of the area, we're talking about a dusting to about 2 inches of snow. Again, this starts to fall later tonight, and it ends Saturday morning. Juliana, coming up, I'm going to have the timing on the snow with future weather. I'll see you again in about 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Amelia.
And talking about snow moving in tonight, exiting early Saturday morning. This isn't looking like a big storm. Most areas pick up a dusting to around 2 inches of snow. There will be lighter amounts north of the district and more amounts down in southern Maryland, where up to 3 inches is possible in some isolated locations. I'll have much more on the timing of the storm with future weather after the break.
A major winter storm is sweeping across the south, bringing with it brutal cold and a dangerous mix of ice and snow. Some states have already declared a state of emergency, and emergency crews are on standby as over 1 million people are expected to be impacted. NBC's Kathy Park is in Nashville with the latest. I know my parents earlier in the week, they were watching all the coverage of
Yes.
us on Monday, and they work for the public school system in Nashville. And so today they had no school today because
snowing
of the
there
snow.
right now. Not snowing here yet. We still have the rest of the day to get through. We're going to be dry during the day, but after sunset, that's when our snow starts to move in. So here's a look at your weather headlines. I really think the snow starts around 9, 10 o'clock. There will, of course, be some minor road impacts very late tonight into early tomorrow morning, but we're not talking about a lot of snow. And we already have so much salt on the ground that I think main roads throughout this event should be just fine. Some melting out there this weekend. So when you're looking at roads like Joseph Olmo was covering out there and they're just a sheet of ice, if you do see that in your neighborhood, this is the time to go out and kind of start chipping away at that, the sidewalks as well. The chill, though, ultimately sticks around through at least the mid to end of January. 31 degrees is the current temperature. The wind chill coming in at 22. And here's a look at our storm system. You can see still no snow for West Virginia, most of Virginia and Maryland, but we're seeing snow in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, down through Kentucky, Tennessee, moving through the Carolinas as well. Atlanta seeing a little bit of a mix right now. Again, our snow arrives later today. So running errands this afternoon, absolutely no issues. Here we are, 8 o'clock tonight. Notice we're still dry, but we head toward 9, 10 o'clock. The snow first moves into Virginia, West Virginia, far western Maryland. As we head toward midnight, it's snowing everywhere. The snow, though, it's a quick hitter for us. By 4 a.m., we're already starting to see this system wind down across the area. And by 7 a.m., we're completely dry. And then we are dry for the rest of the weekend. But we are in weather alert mode today because of the snow that falls tonight. A high temperature today of only 32 degrees. As we look to Saturday, we warm to a high of 36. So after the snow is gone by 6, 7 a.m., we will have some melting. You'll hear the snow falling off of the trees. Sunday, plenty of sunshine. Temperatures near and around 40 degrees. So a lot of melting on Sunday and Monday as well. Some good news there. A high temperature on Monday of 42. Then we look to next week and we get another punch of cold air that moves in for Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll be dealing with icy conditions, the refreeze over and over again, really throughout the next 10 days. Next weekend, by the way, Juliana, right now, Saturday, a high 42. There's a chance for a rain-snow mix next Sunday with a high temperature of 44. I'm going to have another look at the most latest weather alerts and the snowfall totals map coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, but we are staying cold.
Yes,
Thank you,
we are
Amelia.
ultimately, for sure.
All right, so we are